That's why it went crazy with NAS100 today, because German did something. It's like it break record. I don't know if somebody's getting me. So sometimes a company can produce something, but if you produce something and you be able to deliver your product to the customer, your customer same day, that's record breaking. So this is what happened with Tesla today. So Tesla made their first electronic car, a first German electronic car, and managed to deliver it to their customers. So this was good for business. That's why the share price rose very well, and it caused NASDAQ to go bullish like never before. So this is one of the reasons why NASDAQ went up like crazy. I told you guys that without fundamentals, you're not gonna see anything. You're gonna remain the same. You're just gonna make those small profit. So I told you before about this, guys. I told you that remain with fundamentals. If you knew about fundamentals and you understood this fundamental and you saw them, you were gonna be part of what happened to the Wall Street. All my VVIP, you can see, you can check there are all my VVIPs. They managed to benefit from this. Some they didn't even know why, but because of they are under the VVIP, this is the broker that I'm currently using. You can use them. You can also use them. So I've talked about these things of leverage. I've talked about these things of leverage, and I'm still gonna explain it. And with these guys are messaging me and I'm busy. Okay, with leverage, what is happening with leverage is that leverage, if your account is very small, you make sure that you decrease your leverage. If your account is small, you make sure that you decrease your leverage, that you can be able to open position like as small as 300 or 500, as small as 300 or 500. You'll be able to open position. You'll be able to open position with the lowest leverage. You can take your leverage to the lowest point. If you know that the account is less than 1K, is less than 500, is something like that. So decrease your leverage. So when you decrease the leverage, this enable you even when the pullback happen. So they won't kick you out. But if your leverage is high on 1.5 leverage, 1.4 leverage, so this anything that happens, any pullback happen, the pullbacks will be kicking you out just like that. The pullbacks will be kicking you out just like that. So at least try to decrease your leverage. If you know that your account is very small account, try to decrease your leverage that you can be safe from any pullback. Because if you are not safe from any pullback, so you are going to be in a very dangerous place, because the pullbacks are going to cut you out. So if your leverage is fine, because remember here, guys, the goal here is to make sure that you apply proper risk management. That's the main goal. So the main goal here is to make sure that you apply proper risk management. So using leverage is part of that. It's part of you using that, decreasing that leverage to take it to the minimum point that your risk can be okay, that you can risk your capital in a very, because some of you don't like putting stop loss, you don't like putting stop loss, things like that. So if like maybe your leverage is fine and your account is not oversized, so you don't have to worry about the pullbacks, unless if the market take another direction. So in that way, we will not have to worry about the pullbacks and anything, because your leverage will be fine. I'm a new bay. If am I to ask, what is the relationship between the market and the news? I mean, do it mean if the news are bad, mean the market gonna be bearish and vice versa? P. What I can tell you is that whatever the news that say, is the one thing I can advise you is to understand which news are you looking for. News, like I told you, to understand the news is very challenging. It needs your attention. So for you to be able to understand the fundamentals, you need to look to understand what kind of fundamentals are you looking for. Like for the Wall Street, like today, like let me give you an example about what happened today. What is your name? Fedal Mohammed. Listen here, Mohammed. what happened today is that like the fundamentals were about Nike, ne? So Nike, their earnings were positive. Do you hear me, Fedel? So Nike, their earnings were very positive. So that earnings caused NAS100 to go bullish. Those earnings caused NAS100 to go bullish. So which means it's a bye-bye. But if like maybe the earning of Nike were negative, yes, it was gonna go, it's gonna cause a bearish market. It was gonna cause a bearish market. Whenever the news are positive, their earning, when they release their earnings and they are positive, which means it's good, which means it's a bullish. But when the news are negative, their earnings, they release their earnings and they're negative, which means it's a bearish. This is how it is. Simple as like that, Federal Mohammed. Simple as that. By decreasing leverage, you mean make it 1.1. Yes, you can take it there. Okay, let me tell you about what happened. Eh? When you take it to 1.1, remember you still screwing that small account. Eh? 1.1, you're gonna grow that account and maybe take it home a 5k. Ne? So when that account is grown, that's when you're going to be able to decrease. You can even increase, unless if you're a broker, because I don't know about other broker, but the broker I'm using, you can increase the leverage while the position are open. So when you see that you are running well, your profit are running well, then you can start to increase your leverage, because that account will be on a different level. So that account will be on a different level. So on that time, which means you can start increasing your leverage. You can start increasing your leverage, and then even the lot sizes. But guys, before you increase the lot sizes, make sure that account is enough. You see me today, I started increasing lot sizes when we were running on 50, like 50k, something like that. So that's when we started to increase the lot sizes. So don't increase lot sizes early, because they're gonna kick you out. Don't increase the lot sizes early. Wait for the account to be very strong, to be very strong, that even when you increase, because like the lot sizes are the reason why they're gonna pull you out. So make sure before you increase the lot sizes, the account is very strong and heavy. Which app and where do you view those news? Bloomberg TV, and then investing.com, man. Just make sure you check them. Bloomberg TV and investing.com. Make sure you check them. Bloomberg News, and then Bloomberg News and investing.com. That's where you can get the news. Even what I'm talking about, the earnings of Nike, what happened today, because the reason why we bought Nasdaq is because of Nike. Nike is the reason why we bought NAS100 harder. That's why it was flying. It's because of the releasing, the earning of Nike. You can go to investing.com now. You're still gonna see them. They are there. Just go to news or go under NAS100 news. You'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah, Tesla. Let's clap hand to Tesla and NAS100 and Nike. And let's just clap hand as both as the whole Wall Street. They did very well today. Let's clap hand to the Wall Street. 160 point. Guys, this is a very big thing. Well done.